Hello, I'm Kristen from the Neverending TBR in Kristen's Corner, and let's wrap up January. It is the 30th. I'm still working on 2 books. We'll find out if I finish them. One of the books that I'm working on is my traveling book, and Goodreads says that I'm not at 50%, but I'm here. I only have this much book left. Like, see that? Like, I don't know. Maybe the newer version has more to it. I don't know. But anyway, so I'm finishing that, and I'm also finishing this. And this is adorable. It's about an alien who is stranded on our planet, and he is part of an online forum about aliens and space, and they go to the space con or something like that near Area 51, and they all meet for the real, for real, and it's really cute. It's really cute. And oh god, Jeanette is the female main character, and she has always wanted to fall in love with an alien, but she's afraid to leave the planet. So it's really cute. And then they also talk about real life stuff, and how toxic some of the cons can be, and what's the other thing, and they talk about SpaceX and the god Tam is he's known as Seeker in the group. He's trying to figure out what SpaceX is using as fuel, because he's trying to figure out how to get back to his planet. And he's like, and I can't get past security. But the way he talks is very on par with My Resident Alien, and I love it. So those are the 2 that I'm trying to finish. The ones that I did finish Honeymoon Phase. Loved it. I went in blind. I had no idea. I knew it was about what brother it was about and who he was going to end up with, but I always go in blind about what they're going to do to fall in love. The lumberjack contest was my favorite part. I didn't really like the 3rd act issue, but I liked how it tied together. It wasn't my favorite book. 2 is still my favorite book in the Mountain Men series so far. But this was really good. So I finished that. I DNF'd Bonded by Thorns. I did not like it. I couldn't get into it. What else was there? I think I finished Mate. I think I talked about Mate before. And what was the other one? Blackthorn. I finished Blackthorn. I loved it. I was so bummed because people that I follow and I talk to in real life, and they hated it. And I was like, oh man, I love JT Geisinger's books. Like, I just love her banter. And I loved it. I mean, I don't know if it's the way it was marketed. I think it's marketed as like a gothic romantasy, and it's not. It is more of a what's the word? The way that I put it in Goodreads, it's like practical magic, but the characters are in a Rachel Harrison book, and they still have JT Geisinger's banter. Like, there's a lot of witchy elements to it. There's small town. The only thing that's really gothic is the house and the cemetery that's attached to the property. But this Maven is the female main character, and she comes home with her daughter, or her hometown with her daughter, because her grandmother has passed. And just the shenanigans alone, like, it is just crazy. But I would, if I was marketing it, I would also market it as a monster romance. So, because there are a lot of monster romance tropes towards the end of the book. But I loved it. I ate it in a day. I thought it was fantastic. Like, I belly laughed. Oh, God. There's something that happens at the funeral home, and I lost it. I absolutely lost it. My Irish humor went like top tier, and I just belly laughed so hard. So I did that one. And then I listened to Heart of the Sun. Let's see if I can find it. Come here. Hold on one second. Here it is. I'm selling it on Pango. So it was in my drawer. I got this with B for one of our Harlequin boxes. I wanted to love it. And had it not had the pining and the romance in it, it would have been an awesome dystopian post-apocalyptic book. But like, the relationship didn't need to happen. So I don't know. But I didn't want to put it down because I wanted to see how it ended. I needed to know how it ended, you know, because anyway, the main male character and the FMC are childhood friends, and he is just getting out of prison, and she is a pop star, and her mother sets him up as her bodyguard. And I think it's his first week on the job. He's going from LA to the East Coast with her for some kind of pop gig thing. And this huge solar flare happens, and everything goes dead in the plane, and the plane crashes. And then it's about them going from where they land in the East Coast all the way back to California. And I liked that part of it. I really liked that part of it. I thought it was really cool because, like, when I read about zombies and like post-apocalyptic things like that, the reason why things aren't working, like the water or the electrical company or the grids or anything like that, the reason why they're not working is because people are zombies that were running those things. But with this, the solar flare killed all the electronics everywhere. So the computers that run the machines that run the water company and electricity and things like that, they all fried. So the only things that worked were like older cars that needed gas, or what was the other thing? Generators for a little bit. So that was kind of cool. And then it just also broached the subject about human nature and what we do during crises. So I thought it was smart, and it was very well written. I just hated the romance. I absolutely hated the romance. So I'm going to check and make sure there isn't another book before I wrap up. There was one more. It was Escaping from Houdini, and I really like this one. I really like the series. You have to start with the first book or you won't know what's going on. I don't know. It's kind of like Jack the Ripper meets I don't know, like an Agatha Christie type book. Like, that's the vibes it had. They're on this boat going to America, and there's a carnival that is the entertainment for the cruise from, I think they were leaving from England to the US. And each night of the performances, there's somebody that gets unalived, and they're trying to figure out why and who it is and how to preserve the bodies so that they can do forensics on it, because it's like in the time era where they're just learning how to do forensics. So I don't know, I like the closed inness of it and trying to figure out which new character it could be. And then there's a reveal at one of the performances that I was like, oh my god, what are you doing there? So I really like that series. I think it's a YA series, but I absolutely love it. And that's it. So if my math is correct and I finish this today and tomorrow, I will be paying myself $110 for books that were on my shelf that I read this month. I had, as of right now, I have 9 books read and 2 DNFs. And then if this one is, I have 10 books read and 2 DNFs. So not bad. Not bad for month 1. So yeah, I think that was everything. Really, really hope I finish this so that I can send it to my person. Not a fan so far. I don't really enjoy this book at all. I feel skeevy when we are learning about the 2 main characters that are best friends, allegedly. It's very toxic. But it's also, if you've ever talked to anybody that grew up and are still best friends with their besties from the 70s, it's very toxic. And it shows in this book. I don't know. I'm not enjoying it. In the beginning, you start when they're like, I think they're 8 or 9, and they're becoming aware of their bodies and their womanhood. And it's just skeevy because it's something that all humans go through as you're growing and as you're, getting all your hormones and everything. But it just, you have to picture it to see the scene for me. And I don't want to watch 2 9-year-olds figure out themselves. You know what I mean? It's just gross. And then it shows like the minds of the adults, and the adults are gross, and it's like, okay, yeah, some of it's human nature, but it's not for me. So we'll see. How was your month? I hope everything was okay. Or did you have a 6-star book to start off 2026? I did not. I only had a 5-star. Yeah, I'm excited to start this and read a chapter a day and let you know what my taking aways, my thoughts of each chapter for the 14 days of Valentine's Day. So I will see you on Sunday. Hope you're having a great day and a great week. Bye.